Hello there, another Met Gala has been and gone. I was busy sharing a big beauty recap on Instagram as usual. I'll link that highlight below. To celebrate that first Monday in May and the first anniversary of one of my all-time favourite Met Gala beauty moments, I'm breaking down Phoebe Bridgers' red carpet look from last year. A product breakdown I've been meaning to share for a year and an impactful but minimal makeup look that has stayed in my mind ever since. Striking in its simplicity, elegant but edgy, perfect for any party, fresh glowing skin, an ethereal, luminous, silvery eye to match her Jonathan Simkai dress, and a vampy dark lip that did all the talking. The wonderful makeup artist behind Phoebe's look last year, Susie Sobol, very kindly shared all of the details and her process with me, and I'm so excited to finally get to share that with you too. Lots of exact products here, plus some of my own close enough alternatives. Beginning with a luminous moisturiser mixed into foundation. Tata Harper's Illuminating Moisturiser is like the glowy base products I love with hydration too, packed with peachy golden pearls and real diamond dust, very fancy, for a soft focus illuminated finish. So glowy, so I treat it as more of a multi-purpose makeup product to wear alone, under makeup, mixed into makeup, or as a highlighter. Susie mixed it with Shiseido's Synchro Skin Self-Refreshing Foundation. I'm a big skin tint, sheer coverage fan, so the most red carpet kind of product in my collection would be Gucci's Natural Finish Fluid Foundation. A 2021 favourite, I use tiny bit, half a pump to keep it very sheer and light, just a little more oomph than usual. Susie applied some Surratt Surreal Skin Concealer, which is meant to be full coverage with a skin-like finish. Exact words I've used to describe my longtime favourite Clé de Peau concealer in the past. High coverage, but very creamy and seamless when you softly pat it into the skin. A soft flush on Phoebe's cheeks. Her blush was one of my 2022 favourites. Tata Harper's Cream Blush in the shade Lovely. A delicate, dusty pink with a thin, slightly slippy texture that blends seamlessly. It has a satiny, subtly shimmery finish, so you get a bit of a glow too. But I also spotted Tata Harper's Cream Highlighter in Flashy in Susie's product lineup that day. Another beautifully lightweight formula that melts into the skin for a touch of healthy golden glow. Eyes, the star of the show for me. Before I talk you through the exact products Phoebe wore, I'm personally always going to prep my eyelids to help a look as gorgeous as this stick around. Sorry about the dirty NARS Pro Prime smudge proof eyeshadow base packaging, has this filmy coating that everything sticks to, including my eyeshadow to the formula luckily. Susie used Makeup Forever's Starlit Powder in 13 Ivory, a light gold shimmer. I don't have that, so I'm going to skip to the next key product because I love applying that all over the lid instead. Danessa Myricks in Light Halo Powder was mixed with Meron Makeup Mixing Liquid and applied on the outer corners of Phoebe's eyes and taken down high on the cheekbones. That subtle continuity really caught my eye when I first saw the look. I'd use Inglot Duraline to recreate this, similarly transforms powders to long-wearing liquids. Even though this is what Susie, a professional makeup artist, created on one of the biggest beauty nights of the year, I promise this duo is very easy to use at home too. I just add a drop on the back of my hand, pick up some powder on my finger and mix there. You instantly get that unicorn silvery colour, and I add more powder until I hit the intensity I want. Then blend and smudge it over my eyelids and up onto the brow bone with my fingers. It leaves this stunning icy luminosity all over the lid that catches the light in a striking but subtle way because it's not glittery, it's like a wet look sheen. I do think the shade range has changed slightly, but light this shade Susie used seems to be closest to ice now, described as silver white pearls and a dose of stardust. Spot on. You could see Phoebe's inner corner highlight from the other side of Manhattan, maybe even the moon. Susie used Inglot Body Sparkles in the shade 105. I didn't have many fun glitter flakes in my life, so I trusted her recommendation and grabbed 101, quite close to the original. Now, loose glitter is trickier to work with, back to my non-makeup artist skills here, so I like going back in with a touch more Inglot Duraline and Danessa Myricks powder first, mixing up a more intense silver and applying that in the inner corners of my eyes with a tiny brush like this one from Sigma. Once I've got that slightly tacky starting point, I sneak the brush into the Inglot glitter and pat on a very small amount in the inner corners. Then it has better hold and even more impact with that molten silver underneath. Stunning, just my way of recreating it without Susie's skills. Lashes weren't too bold, just curled before L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara in black brown. I'd love to hear your L'Oreal mascara mini reviews. I haven't tried any of their formulas before, so I would go in with my Dior Pump and Volume, one of my favourites for buildable volume and length. On to the statement lip. Susie prepped Phoebe's lips with Tata Harper's Be True lip treatment first, a clear balm with 16 moisturising, smoothing natural ingredients, and a strong, sweet, almost citrusy scent. Then NARS Velvet Matte Lip Pencil in Train Bleu, a deliciously deep, dark berry I'd recognise anywhere. I've said in some previous videos that this looks amazing with very minimal makeup, so it was a perfect Susie pick that day. It is quite a purpley dark shade, so Susie mentioned that she also applied a red Korean beauty lip tint in the centre of Phoebe's lips. I'm shopping my stash and bringing in Roman's Juicy Lasting Tint in Dark Coconut to play that part. Not a crisp red, it's a deep reddy brown from my old Black Honey Dupes video, so it brings some warmth with a long wearing, slightly tacky but comfortable texture. The finishing touch in the car on the way to the red carpet, Tata Harper lip tint in Raspberry, Be Adored, added to that red tone. I usually like doing this and adding a bit of lip balm on top of matte lipsticks to make them more comfortable, so this has inspired me to try it with tinted balms too. The last piece of the Phoebe puzzle, nails. Manicurist Kana Kishita created a stunning burgundy mani to match the lip colour and pop against the delicate dress fabric. Kana used a polish from the brand Pretty NYC in the shade Magic Man Iris, described as deep wine vamp Bordeaux. I'm wearing my go-to vampy dark shade here, 3 coats of Olive and June Obsessed to amp it up, but others I'd put on the same polish party guest list would be Essie Bordeaux, a deep wine, Essie Gel Couture, their longer lasting formula in Spiked with Style, a deep blood red, and Oxblood OPI Infinite Shine in Raisin the Bar. That's a wrap on this red carpet recap. A big thank you to Susie Sobol for generously sharing this product information. Many artists understandably like to keep their tricks of the trade to themselves, but I think seeing product breakdowns like this lets us peek behind the beauty curtain and appreciate an artist's work in even more detail, so I'll leave her details below. I'm sorry this is a very belated video 1 year on, but I'll certainly be recreating and reimagining versions of this look for years to come. I'd love to hear some of your most memorable Met Gala makeup moments and any looks you particularly enjoyed this year. I'll be back with another celebrity makeup bag episode very soon. Thanks for watching. See you next time.